Hey, Weight Watchers friends, it's Sheila. I've lost 40 pounds on WW, and here are 5 things you must stop doing on Weight Watchers. This might be a little bit uncomfortable today because most of us join Weight Watchers full of hope. The app, the points, the plan, the promise that this is going to be different this time. But somewhere along the way, old habits sneak in. The scale might stop moving. Motivation can fade. And before we know it, we're asking ourselves, why is this program not working anymore? Here's the truth. It's not that the plan stopped working. It's that we may have picked up a few habits that are quietly working against us. So today, I want to walk you through 5 things you need to stop doing on Weight Watchers if you want to see steady, sustainable results. Not just on the scale, but in how you feel, how you eat, and how you live. Number 1, stop underestimating or guessing your points. This is probably the number 1 silent progress killer. Most of us start off strong. We're weighing, measuring, scanning everything. But over time, we start eyeballing a spoonful of peanut butter, turns into 2. The drizzle of olive oil suddenly becomes a tablespoon and a half. The sourdough bread, 1 slice, turns into 3 slices because they're thin. The goal isn't perfection, it's a little bit more precision. When you underestimate your points, your body doesn't care that the app says that you're on track. The calories still count. So let's bring back the food scale. And here's the deal. You don't have to use it for every single meal. I can't. But try pulling it out once a week for foods you haven't measured in a while, just to recalibrate your eyes. And for me, there are certain foods that are non-negotiable for measuring, like pasta. My eyes are always bigger than my stomach. So that's one food I always weigh. Here's a proactive tip. Try doing maybe a portion reset week, 7 days, measure everything again. We're not punished. This isn't punishment, but let's have it be data calibration. It's just awareness. Awareness always comes before change. Number 2, stop eating too little or being overly restrictive with yourself. This is a big one, especially for those of us who grew up in diet culture. We were taught that restriction equals results, and I'm putting that in quotation marks, that eating less automatically means we're going to lose more. But here's what actually happens. I get cranky, tired, obsessed with food. The inner rebeller starts to get really loud and I feel deprived. And eventually I end up going straight for comfort foods. Weight Watchers has a point system for a reason. It's not a starvation plan. I think it's a sustainability plan. When I eat too little, my metabolism is going to slow down because my body feels like it's in the danger zone. My brain starts screaming at me to go get comfort food to fill up on. So I personally use my weekly points not for processed foods. I use them for nourishment. Extra olive oil I cook with, grass-fed butter on my toast, all the avocados that I love to eat. Those foods fuel me and keep my hormones stable. I'm okay spending the points on them. Proactive tip, let's reframe our weeklies as nourishment, like a nourishment fund, and we can use them to enrich our meals, not restrict our life, because balance is what keeps our metabolism and our mindset steady. Number 3, stop hyper-focusing on the scale. So for me, the scale used to be all or nothing. Before Weight Watchers, I would avoid the scale completely. Then when I got on the Weight Watchers plan, it started to become an obsession where every week I was like, am I down? Am I down? So what I had to do was learn to find the middle ground, like a healthy, structured relationship with the scale. Our weight can fluctuate up to 5 pounds in a single day due to water, hormones, sodium, digestion. And we know that's not fat gain. That's just our biology as humans. So if you're doing the work, but the number isn't dropping, let's not panic. Let's stop making the scale the only proof of progress. Start tracking your non-scale victories instead, like how do your jeans fit this month? Do you notice your face is a little less bloated? How's your energy in the afternoons? Are you sleeping better? Has your skin improved? For me, those were my huge indicators that I was reprogramming my body, not just shrinking it. When we fixate on the scale, we train our brains to equate progress, I feel, with punishment. When we celebrate habits, we train ourselves to crave that consistency. So whether you weigh yourself daily, weekly, just have a plan for it, step on, record your weight, then move on. And then the rest of the week, let's focus on your behaviors, not the number. Okay, number 4. We've got to stop believing that 0-point foods are free for alls. So this one trips us up a lot, right? Weight Watchers gives us these 0-point foods, and our brain hears 0 points, 0 consequences, free for all. It doesn't mean 0 calorie. Calories still count. If you go overboard on 0-point foods like fruits, your body is going to notice even if your tracker doesn't. 0-point foods are there as tools. They're not a loophole. They're designed to help us stay full so that we can make better choices, not to replace our awareness of what we're eating. So a proactive tip for this is build balance plates. Combine your 0-point foods with foods that you're tracking, like your grilled chicken, which would be 0. Measure out your scoop of rice. Make sure you've got your 0-point veggies. Drizzle the olive oil that you might decide to track. That's balance. That's mindful. 0 points doesn't mean just a buffet of free-for-all eating. It gives us that flexible structure that we still want to pay attention to. And number 5, stop winging it. This is the one that hits home for most of us. Life is going to get busy. We're going to say, I'll start again on Monday. I'll track later. But does later actually come? Are we left guessing what we're eating, how we're feeling? We're feeling guilty, like we blew it. Planning to me does not mean any sort of rigidity. Planning equals clarity. We're going to stop being wishy-washy, and we're going to start being intentional. I don't expect you to need a full meal plan written out. I can't do that. Just a loose plan works. So I like to think of my week as like themes: a taco night, a seafood night, my steak night. When I have these as anchors, it helps with my decision fatigue. I know my options before I'm hungry and tired. So here's a proactive tip. 10 minutes, maybe every morning, pre-track your meals for the day. Or maybe keep 2 to 3 panic meals ready to go. Quick, balanced options. They're in the freezer. You have all the ingredients for them. Maybe use your weekend to restock your proteins, your snacks, your foods. Ask yourself, do you have a Weight Watchers mastermind day? A day you sit down, you look at your week, and you reset your plan. Because we're done and we're stopping letting life got too busy be the reason why our Weight Watchers habits are the first to go. Let's recap the 5 things to stop doing on a Weight Watchers journey. 1, stop guessing your portions. 2, stop eating too little. 3, stop obsessing over the scale. 4, stop treating 0-point foods like a free buffet. 5, we're going to stop winging it without a plan. This isn't about perfection. We're just going to be really honest. When we stop doing these 5 things, we stop fighting with ourselves. We stop chasing control. We're starting to build more confidence. I've realized that Weight Watchers isn't just a program. For me, I call it more of a practice. So it's a practice of awareness, a practice of balance, a practice of consistency. And that's when you finally feel like you're off the roller coaster. When food and your relationship with food feels peaceful again. So tell me in the comments, which of these 5 things do you commit to stop doing? And how are you going to shift it? Because awareness is where change begins. Thanks so much. I've got lots of videos for you so you can keep on watching to feel really confident about your Weight Watchers journey and your health and wellness. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.